get that feeling that there's a secret language hidden just under the surface of the world? You know, a code that's written into everything? Well, you're right. There is. And today, you're going to be my partner. Together, we are going to become pattern detectives and learn how to crack that code. So grab your magnifying glass. Our investigation starts right now. See, this secret code, it's literally everywhere you look. You can see it right here in the perfect growing spiral of a snail's shell. It's this beautiful pattern that just unfolds with perfect mathematical precision. It's like one of nature's oldest clues, just sitting there, waiting for someone to notice. And it's not just in nature. Not at all. It turns out we humans use this same hidden language all the time. It's in the tiles on a floor, the arches of a bridge, even the windows on a giant skyscraper. We kind of instinctively use these codes to build things that are both strong and, well, beautiful. So what is this universal code? It's the language of patterns. And learning to see and understand these patterns, honestly, it's like gaining a superpower. It lets you see the hidden rules of the universe. So you ready? It's time to earn your detective's badge. Okay, every good detective needs a kit, right? You need the right tools for the job. So before we can start cracking cases, we've got to get our gear in order. And first up is learning the language of the case. So first things first, we gotta learn the lingo. In our line of work, you're gonna hear 3 keywords all the time. A pattern is basically our set of clues. The rule, now that's the secret. It's the hidden instruction we're always trying to figure out. It's the logic that connects all the clues. And when those clues are numbers all laid out in a nice, neat order, we call that a sequence. Get these terms down and you're already halfway to solving any case that comes your way. And this is our secret weapon. It's the official pattern detectives method. Every great detective follows this super simple 3-step process. First, you analyze the clues. You just look really carefully at the evidence and ask yourself, okay, what is going on here? Second, you form a hypothesis. That's just a fancy way of saying you make a really good, educated guess about what the rule might be. And third, you test your theory. You have to check your guess against all the evidence to see if it actually works. This is how we turn a simple hunch into a rock-solid solution. All right, let's try it out on our very first case. We'll call it the amazing function machine. So it takes a number in, does some secret rule to it, and then spits a new number out. Okay, detective, let's analyze the clues. When a 3 goes in, a 7 comes out. How do we get from 3 to 7? Well, my first hypothesis is that the rule is add 4. Sounds simple enough. Now, step 3, we test the theory. If the next input is 4, and we add 4, the output should be 8. Let's check the table. And it is 8. It works. Let's do one more check just to be sure. 5 plus 4 is 9. Yes, case cracked. The rule is add 4. Excellent work. Seriously, that was great. You've got the tools, you've seen the method in action. You're not a rookie anymore. You're my partner on this investigation. So let's move on to the next case file and see if we can crack it together. All right, partner, take a look at this sequence, 3, 6, 12, 24. What are the clues telling you? What do you notice first? The numbers are definitely getting bigger, right? And they seem to be growing pretty fast. What's your gut telling you? What's your first hypothesis? Now, this is where being a detective gets really fun, testing our ideas. So let's say our first hypothesis is add 3. Okay, 3 plus 3 is 6. Hey, that works for the first step. But a good detective doesn't stop there. We check all the evidence. Is 6 plus 3 equal to 12? Nope, it's 9. So hypothesis 1 is a bust. Back to the drawing board. Let's try a new theory. What about multiplying? How about multiply by 2? Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. Yes, let's keep testing. 6 times 2 is 12. Yes, 12 times 2 is 24. We got it. See how important testing is? We found our rule. Multiply by 2. You are getting really good at this. I think you're ready to move on from field training. It's time to tackle some of the most famous, most legendary patterns known to detective kind. It's time to level up your skills. Hey, remember that snail shell from the beginning of our investigation? Well, this right here, this is its secret identity. It's called the Fibonacci sequence. It starts 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and it just goes on forever. This is one of the most famous sequences in the entire world, and it shows up in the coolest places. Okay, now it's your turn to take the lead on this one. I want you to pause the explainer in just a moment and use your detective skills to figure out the rule for this legendary sequence. The hint is right there on your screen. Give it a shot. So, did you get it? Did you crack the code? The rule is you add the two previous numbers together to get the next one. Look, 1 plus 1 gives you 2. Then 1 plus 2 gives you 3. 2 plus 3 gives you 5. It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Let's look at another classic from the case files, Pascal's triangle. Now, at first glance, it looks super complicated, but it's built on a rule that is so surprisingly simple. The big question is right there. How is each number in this triangle made? Look closely at any number inside the triangle, and now look at the two numbers that are directly above it. Do you see the connection? That's right, you just add the two numbers on top to get the number below. So simple, but it creates this incredible infinite pattern. Okay, you have analyzed clues, you have tested theories, and you have cracked some of the most famous codes in history. You are ready. This is it. It's time for the final challenge. A case so tricky, it has a two-part secret rule. This is going to test everything you've learned today. Here it is, your final case. The sequence is 4, 9, 19, 39. Okay, detective, analyze the clues. The numbers are jumping up, but not by the same amount each time. And it doesn't look like simple multiplication either. Something else, something more complex is going on here. This is your moment. Apply the pattern detective's method. What combination of things could be happening? You're going to need a hypothesis that has two steps. So seriously, pause here, work the case, and test your theories. I know you can solve this. All right, ready for the big reveal? Let's see how you did. The secret two-part rule is multiply by 2, then add 1. Let's test it. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. It works. Okay, 9 times 2 is 18, plus 1 is 19. It works again. If you figured that out, wow, you have officially cracked the final challenge. Congratulations, detective. But here's the real secret. What you've learned today isn't just about solving puzzles on a screen. It's about unlocking a whole new way of seeing the world. You now have the detective's eye for all the hidden structures that are all around you. Your real work? Well, it's just getting started. This skill is the secret ingredient behind so much of our world. Programmers use pattern recognition to write the code for your favorite video games. Musicians use it to compose songs that get stuck in your head. Artists and architects use it to create designs that just feel right. It's even the key to understanding the rhythm of nature itself. Your detective training is complete, but the world is absolutely full of unsolved mysteries and hidden codes, just waiting for a sharp eye like yours to find them. So as you go about your day, keep looking, keep asking questions. The only thing left to ask is, what new pattern will you discover today?